Hi guys, welcome back to Derby Koi. As you can see, I'm in the bunker. Right, just done a filter clean. Now, I've mentioned in the past that I've had issues in here with snails. Don't know where they come from, don't know how they got in here, but I've had aquatic snails. I haven't suffered in the green vat, because I think if they get in there, the fish eat them. But they are in the grey vat and in the filter. Now, I've tried various things since I've had them. Obviously, I've had salt in here. I normally have the salt around 0.3 or 0.3. So I tried upping that to 0.6. Had no effect. I even took it at one point to for a short period to 0.9 just to try it for a few days to see if it had any effect. Had no effect on them. Did a little bit of research online, and a couple of forums recommended a product called Dimilin, which I managed to get hold of and tried that. I've used the whole tub over a period, had no effect. So a bit more research. So I'm now going to try something else. This one is called Gastrobac. Here, it's a product for aquariums and cold water, also cold water fish. It's predominantly used for bacterial issues, slime disease, things like that. But they do say do not use it if you have any type of snails in your pond or aquarium. Again, looking on various forums, I've looked at it and they said it's perfectly safe for koi. So I want to get rid of them, especially before I upgrade my filter in here to my drum filter, which I've recently purchased. Things were going to change again on that. I probably said at the end of my last video, I think unfortunately I'm unemployed again. The company I work for lost a major contract and had to save money, so last in first out. So yeah, so that was going to put, I thought, was that going to put a damper? I thought, well, I've got the filter, I might as well fit it. I've got to fit it on one of the ponds. I'm going to fit it on here. I've got more plans for the main pond, especially when I get a new job again. So that hasn't changed. So I want to get this sorted in here, get rid of these snails before I fit the drum filter. Obviously, I don't think the snails are going to get through the drum filter, but they're a bit of a pain. I don't like them in the tank anyway. So I'm going to give this a try. Now, for my size setup here, which I worked out to 1700 litres, that's going to take 17 mil. Now these come in 10 mil bottles, so I've got two bottles. I thought it was I didn't read it properly, my fault. I thought it was a one dose treatment, so I've had to order some more. I've got enough for the first dose here, which is going to be a full dose. Then the second dose is half a dose, and the third dose is the same again, so 2 half doses. So I have ordered some more, so I can get the half doses in. But what I'm going to do today, I've just done a filter clean, I'm just topping up the water. When the water's back up, or I can put it now as it's rising, it won't hurt. I'm going to stick 17 mil of this in, and hopefully it's going to get rid of the snails. Now they haven't been too bad lately. I don't know, it's because of the weather, even though the water's at what we're at now, just under 18. The water's still quite warm. So yeah, but they're in the system, and this apparently obviously kills that gets rid of the snail, kills the snails and any eggs. So if they've laid any of the eggs in there, get rid of those as well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I was going to clean out my shed because that is desperate. So it's not the warmest of days today outside, but it's supposed to be warmish tomorrow, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So let me measure all this up, and we'll get it in. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so that's the first dose in. Comes in these little bottles with that whole tip there is a little pipette, and I think it's 20 drops is 1 mil, so there's a lot of counting out to do, and it's a big bottle, but it's only like, I don't know, half full if that. So I think there was a load in there, but it's not as much in the bottle as you think. But 10 mil per bottle, and it's 20 drops per milliliter. Per mil. Sorry, 20 drops is 1 mil. So I'm not counting out. Obviously the first bottle's 10 mil, I put the whole 10 mil in, then I had to count out the rest in the drops. And the second dose should be tomorrow. It's saying the other one is going to be delivered today or tomorrow. So I'm going to do the second dose as soon as that comes. Hopefully it's sorted out. Fingers crossed, because they really have been annoying me. Yeah, so obviously I will keep you updated on that. When the second dose comes, I'll put that in, and on the third day I'll put the third dose in as well. So I should keep you updated. And as I say, hopefully tomorrow now, and hopefully it's going to be a nice day out there, and my knee's up to it, so I can get that my shed sorted out, because that is an absolute nightmare. I've been looking for a couple of parts, and looking at to fit my new filter, which I know are in there. I know I've got them somewhere, saves me buying new ones, but I can't get to them because I open the door and I can't get in. That's it. When I do, if I do tomorrow, obviously I'll show you, and you can see how bad it is in there. It's really bad in there because when I was made redundant, I had to bring all my tools back from work, and almost had a van full of tools as well, and they all had to go in there for storage. So yeah, so that took up a lot of room, all my toolboxes and everything else. So that's why that's a mess, and I've got to sort that out. I need to get in there because I can't get to any tools anyway if I need to do any repairs or anything. So, and it's getting annoying, and I've got to tidy the garden up as well a little bit, because the stuff sitting outside still that needs to go inside. So that's something else I've got to sort out. But I'm unemployed again, so I've got a bit of time on my hands. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I get the second dose in. Hopefully that's tomorrow, and when I get onto the shed. So I'll catch you soon. Okay guys, it's next day. I'm just coming around here. I put that treatment in the bunker yesterday. Fish are all okay with it. The other stuff should be here today, so I can give it the second dose. But what I'm going to do today is to tidy up day today. This garden is a mess. The shed is a disgrace. So I'll quickly spin you around. I'll show you a quick look. I'm not going too far in the shed because it's disgusting. And I say, when I was made redundant, everything went in the shed and it hasn't moved really. Just got thrown in there. I can't get to anything, so I need to sort it out. And I want to tidy this little bit of garden up as well. The bits need moving and throwing away and sorting out and stuff. So we're going to make a start on that today. So I'll spin you around now. Okay guys, so this needs tidying up. This vat here, it does leak. It's got a couple of holes in it, so I've got to sort that out. I've got to line it. I've said before, I've got a cheap PVC liner and put in there, and that will replace that one down there, which has got the lilies and some iris and stuff in there. So that needs sorting out. All this needs cleaning up, but the main one, as you can see, you walk in the shed and it's full. That's as far as I can get. I can't get any further than that, so all this is going to be sorted out. There's a couple of cabinets that's going. Maybe this one here will come out, and I've got some shelving. That red shelving at the back, I've got another set of that which will go here, give me more shelving. I'll get everything sorted out, and at least hopefully I can get in there to get to some parts and stuff that I need. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay guys, a bit better. That's going. My brother's having them because I've got that one there. And once this is the bud, and I got some 3x2 which I'll be doing my shelving in the filter house and the bunker, and once that's gone I can go through that, sort what needs to be moved out, what needs to get rid of as well. I've got rid of a load of stuff, got about 10 black bags if not more. Chucked a load of stuff out the front people have had, some tools and stuff I just don't use anymore. So it's a lot better. Not perfect, but I can actually walk in here now. I don't know, all my tools are here now. Obviously this is gone. I know what tools are there, drills and whatever. Drills, saws and grinders and everything's there, so I know where that is at least. So yeah, a lot better. So still got to tidy up, still got to sort this out, get rid of that, get rid of that, so two of them, and a load of this junk's got to sort out now, so we're getting there, and I'm bloody knackered. Morning, it's the next day now. Not doing any more on the shed at the moment. Until that wood's gone, there's not much I can do, which I might try and get onto that next weekend if I get a chance to get the shelving done. And then once the shelving's done, I can get onto hopefully fitting my new filter. What I wanted to do today was my little grey tub I've got out here that I've got, which I want to put my lilies and the iris and stuff in there for now. Somewhere to store them in the winter if I take them out of the main pond. Already started on it, forgot to record. But I'll show you where I am at the moment. So the little grey tub, I got it from my old work. But I know it's got holes in it, so I don't want to be trying to seal the holes up. So what I bought, just a cheap one, very cheap plastic PVC liner, it's like £6, something like that. I'm hoping that's going to be okay, but because of the holes and it's got some possible jagged edges, what I've done is lined it with some underlay I had left over from when I built the pond. So I'll spin you around and show what I've done so far. My only concern was how I'm going to secure the liner to it to stop it falling back in, but I've come up with an idea for now. Hopefully it's going to work, but we'll see. So let me spin you around. Okay, so there's the underlaying. I should have showed you the holes. There's a massive crack down here and there's one on the side. So as I say, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to put this in, but my concern is how I'm going to hold it once it's around here. So what I've got, excuse the camera work, is an old ratchet strap I've got here. I'm hoping that's going to be long enough, so once the line is in, I'm not going to put it too tight, I don't want to rip it, but I'll put the ratchet strap all the way around to hold the liner in place to stop it falling back in once it's got water in there. So that's the plan. Hopefully it's going to work. If that don't work, I'm going to have to come up with some other idea. I don't know what yet. I may have to put a piece of wood around the edge and secure it through. It doesn't matter if there's holes at the top, as long as it doesn't rip. Because it's got, obviously I don't want it overflowing, and if it does, it needs to come out. So as long as I can keep water in the bottom, that's all I'm happy about. But that's what I've got at the moment. That's where I am, and that's got to go. Move all that stuff out of the way, go over there and fill it up. So I'm now going to try and get the liner in. I think Graham's going to help me, and we'll see how we get on. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay guys, slight change of plan. Like I say, I've had to put wood around the top to hold the liner on. It wasn't quite the size I ordered. What it says on the packet to what came is about 6 inches shorter on the width. The length that way was fine, but this way was a little shorter, and as you can see, that's all I had left over. So my original plan to run the strap around to hold it on didn't work. So for now, all I've done is I've ripped some wood down and screwed through the liner underlay and actually into the tub, so that's holding the plastic in. Don't know how long it's going to last. So it is a very cheap, like I say, it's probably about £4 or £5. Something I see and I thought that'll do it. It's a very cheap liner, until I can get something better later on. But if it does the job, hasn't got to be full, hasn't got to hold water all the way up. As long as where it is now, it'll be fine. In fact, I need to turn that off. More than enough water in there for what I need. I'm probably just over half. I'd say, yeah, just over halfway. So that's probably more than what I need in there. But that'll do it for now. Not the prettiest thing, but it doesn't need to be pretty. Just needs to hold a bit of water so I can get my lilies there, and the hyacinth over there needs to go back in, which I'm going to put back in now. And yeah, as long as it holds up for now, until I can sort of better line something better out, better tub or better liner to put them in. Depending on my veg filter, I may not need this at all, which I have got quite a few lilies. So if anybody needs some lilies, as you can see, I got this big bundle here, look, just coming up, loads on there, loads of lilies. So if anybody needs some lilies, you're more than welcome to have some. So yeah, let me get these back in here now, and yeah, turn this water off. Okay, so they're back in there now. Give them a chance to grow for this year. And once my veg filter's done on the main pond, I'll sort that one out, split that up, and one, maybe even both of the lilies will go in. I don't know if I'm putting one back in the main pond this year, to be honest. I'll have to wait and see how I feel. What I think about, I do like them in there, but last year I had a lot of issues with the with them destroying it. But we'll see. I may put it back in this year, we'll have to wait and see. But definitely going in the veg filter. So yeah, not the ideal way to do it, but ideally I would have liked it not to have one of these without a leak in it. Any holes in it would be much better than having the liner in, but it's doing the job. It's holding water for now. So see how long it lasts. So yeah, a little bit more tidying up to do, but I'm done for the day now. Yeah, there's not much else on here. Hopefully, I'm thinking, well, tomorrow I'm expecting a visitor going to pick up some fish. He's unsure if he can make it. Hopefully he can make it tomorrow, so if he is, I'll see you then. Okay guys, it is now Saturday. I have a visitor. I'll spin you around. If you don't know who this is Neil from Stoke Kaya Ventures. He's got a YouTube channel, and so pop over and check him out. I will put a link in the description down below, so a link to his channel. But we'll can have a quick look at some fish he's come down for, and we'll come back and we're going to have a bit of a chat, because he's doing some improvements on your pond at the moment. He's building the grow on and stuff, so we're going to have a bit of a chat about that. We'll get him on camera and he'll tell you all about it, so we'll come back to you in a little bit. Okay guys, we've been having a look in this one, and Neil's having goshki. Come to pick it up, I think that one there, the big one, and the Tancho goshki, which is, we'll get him in the bowl in a bit anyway to show you. But Neil's been doing some work on his pond, so you can pop over to his channel and have a look. So you've just been doing a grow on at the moment?
Yeah, built a grow on, I think it works out about 1200 litres inside the filter shed, which was interesting because we had to climb in, and you've got about, what, a 13-inch gap to get through.
And you got wet feet as well, didn't you, from your last video?
Yeah, yeah, but never thought, put a bit of water in, thought I need to get in. That'll be alright, there's not much water in. As soon as I stepped in, it was above my shoes. So that was interesting to say the least. But I carried on, my feet were sopping wet until I got in the shower later. But yeah, I mean, it's worked out well. The line itself was a nightmare to put in, because I wanted the poles in the corners. I thought, I don't want water going behind, so I've got to put something on there as well. So tuber sealant, CT1, stuck that on. Still thinking about the filters at the moment. I've got an air stone at the moment, just give the water a steer around. But I've got an easy pod sitting there, so I need to clean that and see where I can put it. All being well, I might just have to drill through the side of the shed itself and let it drop in the side. I was going to make a backy shower as well, just extra filtration in there. So yeah, watch the space. You never know what's coming.
So you've got
falling in again.
Any other plans for your ponds or upgrades? Now you're thinking of moving one, potentially getting rid of one of your tempests and put something else in, or? Because
I've got 3 tempests in there at the moment. The ones I watch the show I've seen, and it's just a nightmare sometimes. It's getting tight. So I'm going to take the tempest out. That's on the main filter. Move the moving bed onto the side, and just change the less pipe work, and put an internal UV, I think, as well, instead of inline one, just to try to get the flow going a little bit more. So yeah, it's lots of things coming up.
And you mentioned the possible drum as well in the future.
Yeah,
Might be going to have the dark side like me.
Well, you know, it's that time, you know, I mean, with work and everything else that goes on in life, it saves a little bit of time in cleaning filters and that, which I do enjoy doing.
Yeah,
because it's interesting to see how much.
It's exactly what I said. It keeps you in touch with your pond,
exactly,
I think.
Exactly.
But it just helps out with holidays and work life, and well, not for me. I'm not working, but
you will be soon. But yeah, I mean, it's like say holidays. I mean, we've booked to go away in the camper van, but you have to limit it because there's nobody at home to sort it out.
Yeah.
You know, if anything goes, you've got cameras and everything. And there's always somebody at the end of a phone, but you've got talking through.
Yeah.
So I was offered a mini combi drum filter, which would be interesting itself, trying to fit it to see, because I'll have to change all the pipe work and get a constant feed of water. I've got the hose pipe that's in there constantly, but it'd have to be something more permanent. And listening to Andy's last video saying about how many litres, how much water you use to do the cleans. Yeah, it makes you think.
It's something I never thought about when I thought about getting a drum. Obviously, I haven't got it fitted yet, but it's something when you look into it, how much it can actually use per cycle to clean and per hour. It adds up, especially when you're on a meter. So if you are thinking of getting a drum, it's something you need to take into consideration. Yeah. Especially if you're on a meter. If you're not on a meter, it shouldn't be a problem. But if you are, look into it. And obviously, some of the bigger drums use more water.
Oh, exactly.
You know, the bigger drum and the bigger you go, it uses more water to clean it. It's a bigger screen.
Some of the drums are absolutely huge.
Yeah. I mean, you can get some of the compact drums like the Awazi ones.
Yes.
Which is just like I think it's like a 12-inch screen or something. Yeah. That will probably use half a normal drum. Yeah. A standard drum, you know, but it's still going to, even at that, it can still use a fair bit of water throughout, you know, depends how many times it's cleaning as well. So for heavily feeding, using more waste, it's going to clean more.
Exactly.
So it's all to take into consideration. Yeah. Something I never realised until I started looking into it. Oh my God. So my water bills are definitely going to go up.
I think that's probably the only one I'm credited with at the moment as well. I should have said that. Mrs. doesn't know that one. But but the options there, you know, I mean, I'm happy with the easyPod. I think, like I say, less pipe work and get a bit more flow going to it. We've just been discussing about flow as well, haven't we? So I'm going to tweak the flow and just see what happens with it over time.
I mean, I'm really happy with the easyPods I've got on the bunker and on the main pond. Filtration is great, the pond water's great, but as I said, with the drum, for me, it just gives me that bit more freedom. And now we've got the caravan. Exactly. Like you say, you want to go away in your camper van, you're restricted to the amount of days you can go because you've got to come back and clean your filters. So that's the only reason I'm thinking of going down the drum route, is to give me more freedom for holidays. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to lose that side of cleaning the filters and being in touch with your pond, which I do enjoy cleaning. It's part of the hobby for me. And I'm going to lose that, unfortunately, but it's going to give me freedom in other areas to spend more time doing other hobbies, or you know, going away and enjoying myself. Exactly. And I'm getting on a bit now, and you know, I ain't got much of my life left, so I want to enjoy it while I can.
You're only about 30, aren't you?
Oh, I wish. I want to see that number again.
I can't even remember back then.
No, that was a long time ago for me.
But I was saying, there's always something to do on a pond. That's the thing.
Even if you like say get a drum and everything, let's say it's going to be something.
Exactly.
And especially now, you know, I've got the bunk here, and you've got your grow-ons. So even if you put drums on, there's always something you're going to have to do on them. 100%. You know, and there's always tweaks you can make and improve if you want to. But it gives you more freedom to do other things and do those extra jobs, I suppose. You know, so it's all part of the hobby, hopefully.
You can enjoy it a little bit more. Just, you know, it's like say spend time doing different things as well. Yeah. As much as we love the hobby, there is another life as well.
Yes, there's life beyond koi.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even though koi just took up a lot of my life, which I love, I really do enjoy it. But there's other aspects I want to enjoy as well now, especially as I'm getting older, and Stops ground moaning at me as well. Spending too much time in here with the fish. I'm in here talking to myself with the fish, and he can hear me on camera.
What you need is a chair in the corner, so Greg
Oh
can
yeah.
just sit down and watch.
No, I'd be in the chair. If I can't put a chair in here, I'd be on it. Right, well, we're going to bowl these couple of fish up so we can have a look at them in the bowl. I will get them on camera. So we'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, we are in the bowl. 2 goshkis, and the big one is a fraction under 30 centimetres in there. And the benny on it really is looking good. That's the 2 he's taking with him. Okay guys, so it's been a couple of days now since Neil came round and collected his 2 goshki. Absolutely fantastic to see him again, and got a lovely goshki there, must admit. Yeah, I am biased, I know. Quick update on the snails. I put this stuff in. Not cheap. It cost me about 30 quid in treatment to what it, for the size of the water I've got, what it needed. It says on it, do not treat if you've got any type of snail or anything in there. I put it in and it didn't seem to affect them at the start, I thought. All it did, it irritated them, and that was all sort of coming out of the water and was all around just above the water line, so I kept knocking them back in with a hose pipe, washing them back in. But I thought it hadn't worked, to be honest. I thought, this is bloody useless, that's a waste of 30 quid. I think I even said to Neil at the time when he came round and I mentioned about it, that this stuff I thought hadn't worked. But yesterday and today I've noticed I can't really see any in there. And what I have found are very small, just stuck at the side, but I haven't seen one in the filter yet. And I think the ones that I can see in the tank are actually dead, so I think it may have worked. So I was wrong. I think this stuff have actually worked. I will keep me on it. Hopefully they're gone for good, and the eggs, any eggs that were in there have gone as well. So hopefully this stuff has worked. Like I said, honestly, I thought it hadn't worked. I thought it was a waste of money, but it actually worked. And yesterday, was it yesterday? No, was it yesterday? Can't think when it was now. On the weekend anyway. I popped down to see Ken at the koi collection. I basically went to get a load of connectors and stuff. I'd ordered a couple online, like this reducer. It's a 4 to a 1.5, which is very hard to come by. But I found that one. Well, I needed 2 of those for the return and for the waste. So I ordered them online. I've got one more piece coming up from online, which I need, which is a T-piece, which I think, if I remember rightly, is inch and, or is it inch and a half or 2 inch now? I can't remember. Inch and a half out piece, but the T is down to 1 inch for the pressure pump and the wash pump on the filter. So that's what I need for that. You can do all the other way with different reducers, but I thought it would be much easier with Titan space. I'd ordered that one, so it's going to take a little bit longer to come, that one. So once that's here, hopefully I've got everything. Once it's here, I'll check everything. I'll do dry fits outside to make sure I've got everything I need, and I'll get that fitted as well, or start fitting that. But I think that stuff probably isn't going to be here for at least another week, maybe a bit longer, unfortunately. So they are. I was actually surprised to find one in that. So hopefully that's going to turn within a week or so. So what I might do next weekend, we'll have to see. I'm going out next Saturday, so well, I don't have to wait for weekends. I'm unemployed. So what I'm going to probably, just my next project to get on with, I want to redo the shelving here. I want to build some better shelving, a bit wider, and give me a bit more. I've got some wasted room down at the bottom, so I want to utilise that space for storage as well. So I'm going to get onto that soon. But that's where I am at the moment. A couple more people are interested in fish, which is good. Pass off the Shiro, the last Shiro probably, I think that's gone. One of the Hitzuris has gone, so I've got one Hitzuri left. I think it's 23 centimetres, the smaller one. and I've got some others in there as well, so if anybody's interested, again, it's in there. Look back at, so I think I've got one of the previous videos, or contact me and I'll send you some pictures of what I've got, or I think I've got anyway. There's another one that's gone and I can't remember now. Anyway, so a few have gone out of here, 4 are staying, 1, 2, can't think now, definitely 2 are going, maybe 3, anyway, but let me know if you're interested. It's warm in here, it's 28 degrees now at the moment. It's water in here at the moment. I've done a water change this morning and we're at 17, no heat, but obviously it's 30 degrees, nearly 30, 28 degrees in here at the moment, so it's going to warm the water up a little bit, but I'm really pleased that actually looks like it's worked. There obviously wasn't hurting the pond, not the pond, the grow on system wasn't hurting them having them here, they were just annoying. I don't like them, they're annoying me, they've been annoying me. So hopefully that sorted them out anyway, and yeah, happy days. Now that's been sorted and I've done a few water changes since then. I've actually put my salt back in, so I'm getting my salt levels back up. I do like to keep my salt level in here about 0.3, at 0.3. Just keeps parasites at bay a little bit, I think, and it keeps any stress, because they're in a small body of water, just helps a little bit with stress, I think. But yeah, all looking good. Still on the hunt for a job, so main project on the pond, i.e. the drum filter, is on hold at the moment, but hopefully I can get a job soon and get that back on track again. But the drum filter is going in here, and I'm going to do the shelving in here as well. Another project I might have in here for a later date, but I'll explain that at a later date. I've got a bit more research to do and decide whether I'm going down that route or not, but that's for a later video. So yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Pop on out to Facebook and Instagram. So until the next one, as always, jobs are good.